Hey guys, today I'm going to react to another Let Me Explain Studios video. I know it's been like, how long has it been? 5 months or a couple months since I did a video, but that was just because I didn't know what to upload. It's been a while. I just didn't know what to upload. So yeah. I also just wanted to say thank you for 16 subscribers, and also thank you for 1,000 views on my most popular video. That video started off with like what, 2 views? Now it has 1,000. So I just wanted to thank you guys dearly. It's always been my dream to at least get 1,000 views, not just on my channel in general, just in videos, in a single video. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for that. I know I make weird videos, and I'm sorry that I make weird videos. It's always a mixture of stuff. I never know what to make, never know what to do. Start off with tabs in Minecraft Story Mode, then Roblox, Minecraft, Roblox. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you. And alright, let's get started. It's an ad! It's an ad! It's an ad. Sorry guys.
2022, scene 1, take 1.
I'm ready like Betty. Let's boop-boopy-doo this bad boy.
Excuse me. Like, what was that?
Asked for questions and my explainers did not disappoint. You're here for my scandalous answers. So
I actually asked a question. Recently, in like January, I got into comic books, and I asked, what would you prefer, Marvel or DC? What do you prefer? Sorry.
Let's get this train a-moving. What was your least favorite subject you took in any school? Any variation of math that wasn't geometry. And I hear that's very common for creative folks. We can be very good at geometry because it's such a visual type of math. Now that you have a...
On the other hand, I do not like geometry, because volume and like stuff like that, like how many degrees something is, it's annoying. In math, it's pretty weird. It's just, I don't like math. I kind of like math, but I don't at the same time.
Fancy treehouse, do you plan to get an animal sidekick? Alright everyone, line up here for the audition for Rebecca's animal sidekick. Those plushies aren't gonna sell themselves. Do you have funny...
I only recognize Pikachu in that, like, I forget who it is. I know he's an anime, but I only recognize him from Toy Story 3 because I don't watch anime, honestly.
Selves! Do you have funny scuba diving stories, and do you still dive? I still dive sometimes, but definitely not as much as I used to when I was younger. But I have a whole slew of diving stories I could tell you, and probably will in a future video. In fact, I have one big one that I have been saving in my back pocket for a special occasion. I don't know when I'll tell it to you all, but I eventually will. Did you...
I bet it's gonna be something like, I almost drowned, or something like that, something crazy.
Figure out a way back into the treehouse after Laddie messed up the lift. Working on it. Do you rough sketch when you draw, or do you start with the line art? I'll show you over the span of this question. I start off with very rough sketches like these, then after that, I draw in the line art. Slap some color on this tall drink of water, and you got me. Okay, I
thought it would take a lot more time than just that. I thought it was paper. For a while, I thought it was paper, go to digital, redraw it. I don't know, it's just weird. It's weird. I take it back, I didn't actually think that.
So many My Little Pony questions that I'm just gonna quickly blurt out stuff. My favorite pony is Applejack, followed closely by Rarity. People tell me I'm most like Rarity, but I consider myself a perfect blend of her and Applejack. My favorite song is Apples to the Core, followed closely by You're in My Head Like a Catchy Song. That episode made me cry. And while I don't know what my current pony Sona would look like, I drew this one for myself many years ago and named her Curtain Call.
Okay, that was a lot.
Do with that as you will. What's your favorite currently airing cartoon? Probably Amphibia, but there are so many great shows going on right now.
I love Cuphead. The Cuphead show. I hope they make new episodes very, very soon. I know it's gonna be summer, but I hope it's like June summer, not August summer. I also like Big City Greens, but it's kind of out of tune with me now.
What was your favorite part about designing your treehouse, and where did you get the idea? I had the idea of putting Toon Becca in a physical location a couple of years ago. Something to ground her while she's narrating and really reinforce that feeling of a friend inviting you in for a visit and telling you stories. And because I had expressed my love for treehouses in a previous video, I thought, what better place to put her? My favorite part in designing it was researching. I spent a lot of time on Pinterest and interior decorating websites, and I have a lot of folders on my computer filled with inspiration for the look and feel of her treehouse. And it was fun figuring out what objects Toon Becca would want in her house and the secret stories behind them. How many boxes of mac and cheese would it take to fill your bath?
24.
What's
That was actually a pretty funny skit. An ad, really?
When I first started
Ads are pointless. Like, I hate those types of ads where it's like, do you like gum? Well, buy our new plungers because we don't know anymore. It's like that. It's like very stupid.
I was a minor, and I was really tired.
What's your favorite?
Like, I saw an ad about bubble wrap, but and they were talking about the lotto scratch cards or whatever.
Step in the video making process, and what's your least favorite step? Honestly, I really love writing the script and doing the overall concept development, like figuring out what the moral and the theme of the story is, narrator Rebecca's outfit, the main color of the backgrounds, just the overall look and feel of the video and what I want to say. And my least favorite step of the process is audio editing. It's when I take all of my raw voiceover where I did a dozen takes of every line, find the best ones, and edit them all together. And for a standard video of mine, you're looking at 1 to 2 hours of raw audio to sift through. I honestly wish I could hand this over to someone else, but I'm very nitpicky about line delivery and voice quality. So just imagine doing this for hours. So just imagine doing this for hours. So just imagine doing this for hours. So just imagine doing this for hours.
I love my job.
I love my job. That was kind of funny, and also I bet she took like a million takes of that too.
What was the hardest project you had to do in animation school? How long did it take to do, and how did it turn out? That would definitely be my thesis film, Bottled Opera. It took roughly a year and a half to make from start to finish, half of junior year and all of senior year. I lost a lot of hair, a lot of weight, and a lot of sleep while working on that project. I would even venture to say that it is the hardest thing I have ever done in my life. And I guess it turned out good? Not great, just good. I know some of you may look at it and think I'm being too hard on myself, but by animation industry standards, it barely made the cut. Fun fact, this film is the reason I sing opera now. The process of making my thesis was absolute hell, so if you want me to make a video about that story, then go ahead and let me know in the comments below.
I think it's pretty cool that she was able to make CGI when now she makes this.
What are your pronouns? She, her. Thanks for asking. What's your favorite planet? Ever since I was a kid, my favorite has been Saturn because I like its rings. Now that you've become a toon, have you taken any precautions against a Who Framed Roger Rabbit scenario? Has there ever
That was awesome.
been a video that took a mental toll while trying to record the audio? When making my Draw My Life video, there were...
Okay, I just realized this a while ago, but now that I realize it, in one of my previous videos, it was like, I forget what it's called, like, reaction to her stealing her mom's credit card. I just realized this. I found out later eventually. In the video, I said, I don't know, what's the point of having a credit card if you're gonna buy it digitally? Like, I would slap myself. I would slap my past self. You use your credit card number, stupid self.
were a couple of times that were emotionally hard for me to record or animate. When you recount your life, you're forced to revisit some painful memories and reflect on how they've affected you as a person. The moment
I was shocked when I found out that her dad passed away. Like, I was like, I thought that she was alive still, you know.
when I sat down and had to start animating the scene where I talk about Dad's death, I took about 10 minutes to just sit and cry. I needed to get it out of my system so I could focus on the task at hand. Have you ever regretted becoming a YouTuber? I don't know if I've ever
I regret becoming a YouTuber. Definitely. I like hours spent on a computer. Just, yeah, for terrible quality videos. Like this one.
regretted becoming a YouTuber so much as I have missed aspects of quote-unquote normal life. There are many positive things about being a YouTuber, stuff that I am endlessly grateful for, but a YouTube career can present challenges to your life as well. Here's just one example of many. Because of the heavy workload of maintaining a YouTube channel, it's very easy to overwork yourself and not have a healthy day-to-day work-life balance. I struggle with working too many hours to this day. But if you have a standard 9-to-5 job, you clock out at a certain hour and thereby have downtime in your day that you can dedicate to whatever you want. It creates a far healthier relationship with work, and I sometimes miss that. Who out of any Disney villain/antagonist would you trust to hold your drink at a definitely advertiser-friendly party? This one really got me thinking. It's such a thought-provoking question. But I boiled it down to Captain Gantu from Lilo & Stitch. I picked him because while he is definitely flawed, he has standards. Sure, he's got an ego and a quick temper,
Okay, I'm gonna admit this. I haven't watched Lilo and Stitch ever.
but he follows orders and protocol. He's bound to rules and regulations. In his mind, in the span of the entire film, he was doing the right thing in capturing a dangerous prisoner. He wasn't going out of his way to do anything particularly evil. So I'd like to think he'd watch your drink for you and probably punch out anyone trying to mess with it. If you'd ever...
Okay, it probably, if it was like characters in general, it would probably be, I would not choose the guy from Princess Bride, you know, the bald guy who plays Rex in Toy Story. Like, he's gonna poison both of them.
decide to stick to just one outfit for your animated character, what would it be? What the heck you yelling for? This isn't Fate of the World stuff. There's no meteor. Just have some tea and relax. For a while now, for promotional materials and merchandise, I've tended to use this blue dress with black leggings and sandals. I call it the default dress.
Honestly, my usual style is just t-shirt, shorts, sandals. Yes, I wear sandals. She said she wears sandals normally in the videos.
So if it came down to it, this would be my go-to. What are some
3 signs you are addicted to stress.
Well, that's definitely me, because I'm stressed all the time.
Sign 1. You can't stop scrolling.
Sounds like me.
some subtle body language tricks that you use to help the expressiveness of your animation? Here are some quick tricks. One of the principles of animation is exaggeration, so pushing things here and there is going to make your body language a lot more expressive and entertaining. A teacher in animation school once told me that shoulders are the eyebrows of the body. Simply put, be sure you're utilizing the expressive capabilities of the shoulders when drawing. Be very specific about the emotion and intent behind your character's pose. This expresses very little and is kind of boring. This is very specific about what emotion it's expressing and is far more interesting to look at. And you can figure out all the best poses by doing them yourself in a mirror. This one's from TikTok. Muffins or cupcakes? Cupcakes.
I love muffins more, honestly.
Though one may argue that muffins become cupcakes once you put frosting on them. Can you show us the art portfolio that you submitted to get into college? Ooh, you guys want to see more old art, do ya? Well, feast your eyes!
I kind of like the one at the top, honestly.
The thing that I remember about Ringling's portfolio requirements was you had to have exactly 10 pieces, none of it could be digital art, and they wanted to see variety in the mediums you could work in and also the things that you could paint and draw. None of this is excessively brilliant, but it got me into Ringling. But I just want to say, if I can get into animation school on this kind of portfolio, you know what? You can too.
What's the weirdest thing you hate that mostly no one else does? Goat cheese. It is the single most disgusting culinary taste I have ever encountered. To cooks everywhere, keep that garbage out of my mac and cheese. What?
Oh my gosh. I've never tried goat cheese, but she hates it. I think she hates it too much. I mean, goat cheese is probably disgusting, but you know. Honestly, talking about cheese, I kind of don't like cream cheese. Honestly, I don't like it on my bagels. I just like butter on my bagels. And when they're toasted.
What are some of your favorite channels? Well, I've got some new ones I can tell you about. Speedrun, Defunct Land. Kevin and his team create incredibly professional, accurate, and entertaining documentary videos on defunct theme parks, rides, shows, and even more. Cinema Therapy, a channel where a licensed therapist and a filmmaker sit down and discuss mental health through the themes and plots of popular movies, especially animated movies. Technical Antonym, a talented stop-motion storytime animator whose content is very smart, witty, and sincere. He's a very hard worker and deserves more subs.
I haven't heard of any of these guys, but I think if I watched them, I would like them.
Sideways, an incredible channel that talks about movie soundtracks and musicals, explaining in hilarious ways how important music is in telling stories and how filmmakers have failed to properly utilize it in the past.
Why? Just why?
Wildlife Aid, a channel of British people with very dry senses of humor rescuing foxes, swans, hedgehogs, and more in the heart of the UK. Donations and views are how they support their foundation, so go give them a watch to save the animals. If you could get any animal magical creatures count, what would it be? I will be taking my Butterfree and Squirtle now. Yes, I will be taking 2 creatures. This isn't Sophie's Choice. I love my children equally. Now excuse me, I must go buy them little outfits. What's your favorite?
I don't know what to say about that.
Pizza. Alright, here's the Rebecca Parham official favorite pizza ever. Stuffed crust, extra cheese, ham, onions, garlic, if they have it, and pineapples! Yep, I have made my stance on this excessive...
Oh, thank you. My favorite type of pizza is pepperoni and pineapple. Whew. Thank God.
important debate. Pineapples belong on pizza. I expect your declarations of war in the comments below.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna watch this video a billion times over. Okay, I got that number because of this video.
You ever wanted to do a raffle to give away original art? Wow, that is oddly specific and oddly on point. My merch team and I have a new set of art prints in the shop called the Spellbound Collection, and all 3 were done entirely by me. If you purchase a set of prints before the 15th of April, you will be automatically entered into our golden ticket raffle. 3 lucky winners will receive actual golden tickets in their orders and win one of 3 original, one-of-a-kind pencil sketches I drew while designing these art prints. They will be signed and framed for your convenience. Link in the description below to my store, and don't forget you have to order the set before April 15th to be entered into the raffle. Alright, that's all I got.
Alright, so that was my reaction. I hope you liked the video. I'm trying to get more videos that have 1,000 views, so thank you for watching, and again, thank you so much, and also, yeah. Also, by the way, I'm going to try to do more comic book videos on my channel. Yeah, I know. I keep swapping things, I'm sorry. So yeah, see ya next time. Bye.